Hi, my name's Matthew Baisden. I work for Leica Geosystems, part of Hexagon. I've been in the machine control industry for about 17 years now. I've been working for Leica now for almost 3. Today we're going to talk about our excavator solution with Sani. We're going to do kind of a quick overview of what our machine actually has and uses and show you the options. We'll start here. On all our systems for excavators, whether it be 2D or 3D, we use the same dog bone / bucket sensor on the bucket. We use the same stick sensor with or without a laser window. And then on our boom for measurements, we use our boom sensor. All our sensors are 360-degree sensors. So if one goes out or something happens, it gets knocked off, you just replace it, wire it back up, and it remembers its location. So this is our MC1 panel. Of course, this panel is an all-in-one panel. This panel goes on all our machines. MC1 is a software for all. You can use this panel on a grader, excavator, dozer, driller, piler, curb machine, any nature of any machine. It's easy detachable. All you do to unlock the panel off the machine is unlock it and pull it off. And just like we do with any of our machines, you can have a machine wired up, but you can use this panel on multiple machines. That way, if you have a small operator that has multiple tractors but only has 1 or 2 operators, that way you don't have an expense in multiple machine systems, because most of your software is held on this panel. So all you do is put it on, lock it in, press the power button, and then we'll wait for the panel to come on. So in our main run screen, we have projects, and in projects we can select between which project we're on, or if we had Connex and set up a geofence, it'll automatically swap it between job and job when you move the machine. So to actually select a project, you just select and touch and hit check mark, and it'll load that project or model. The next app we have in our run screen is Model Options. Model Options gives you the option to turn on and off surface shading, triangles, topography, names, and text. We can also go in here and hold slope, turn our stationing on and off, and change our contour and actually look at it and get a visual just like an icon site. You press and hold to actually give you your topography coloration. Now most time with every page, if there's an option, you'll see in the top right hand corner page 1 of 2, so we'll hit next, and this will give us information where we can change our height control point, our side, our offsets, our navigational point, and our tool points. So our next option is positioning. In positioning, that's what we use to actually get our corrections for the machine for this. So the top one is GNSS. Of course, that's using our ICG82 with dual GNSS CGA 100 antennas, or TPS. We can use a total station robotic with prisms. You can either do single or dual. And then we have 2D. 2D is just using the machine sensors that are on here. And like I said before, 2D, doesn't matter what system you do, it's based on our 2D system, so you can always upgrade it. So here in display settings, we have the option to hide navigation bar, clipping model, machine image we can turn on and off, tilt indicator, slope line extensions on or off, or elevation on or off. Of course, we have one of multiple pages, so we'll go to page 2. In page 2, this is where you set up your localization information, either in meters, international feet, US survey feet, your decimal separator, your height step offset, if you actually wire up the panel to do an increment and decrement button. Your DXF units can be set in millimeters, meters, international feet, or US survey feet. Slope unit options, language, date, and time. Of course, on third page is our SIM card setup for Connex, our Ethernet cable to run Connex and network corrections off the ICG82. As building data, we can go in and set up as building data as we're working through the model, to where we can set up a certain amount of points shot at every elevation or distance. Create model, we have the option to create a flat model, slope model, road model, surface model, and a baseline model. Bucket. Bucket is just if you have multiple buckets set up that you want to detach from, and we have tool recognition where you can detach and attach a different bucket, and it'll automatically load that profile for that bucket. And then of course machine If we have multiple machines, you can click on machines and calibrate to a different machine if you move this panel from machine to machine. So this is our run screen. So up in the top and right left-hand corner is our actual cut field to our design, which is reading off tool point center, which is in the center of the bucket. On the left, we have a 3D view where you can touch and spin, and you can zoom in or out. And we have a 2D view, a 3D view, and then a plan view. Now we have several different run screens that you can toggle between by just touching the screen and then tapping the right or left arrow. We also have a zoom extends button to where if you get lost in the screen while you're rotating, you can zoom extends. And then we have here our actual height elevation of our tool point, which you can turn on and off. This is main menu. This is our model options. So if we wanted to toggle through some points to whether we wanted to see them or not in the model, we can turn that on and off. And then actually our DXF for our model, this button on the right is where we grade to. So if we had both these turned on, we could actually grade to the as-built points or to our DXF. Here we have offsets. So if we want to put a height offset in for our actual design or a side offset. Now we can choose and select line work to actually do an offset to that design or line work.